From the moment I seen the trailer for this 2 years ago, I knew that it was going to be amazing. Superhero X is an anime, well, a donghua that I've been excited to watch for a while. With the Spider-Verse art style and with that being my favorite movie of all time, I was just drawn to this. This is always being talked about, and for good reasons. If you're someone that hasn't had access to the internet until now, Superhero X is a donghua, which is a Chinese animation, and it's directed by the same person that does Link Click, which I heard is extremely good. So when I get to that series, I'm going to be pretty excited. With the 11 episodes that are out right now, the concept of this show is really interesting. How people become heroes in this world is creative, but at the same time kind of sucks. It's like how people don't get the best quirks in My Hero. This is like might be worse actually. So in this world, citizens give people powers by something called the trust system. When a lot of people believe in one person, this person becomes a powered up being based on what people think about them. And I'm going to immediately go to this character that was introduced in, I think, episode 4. He's a hero that saved this girl from a building falling down on him. People saw him as someone that stood tall all the time. If you remember what I said about how this power system works, he never gets to actually bend his knees to a certain level. So his life is basically terrible now. He can't sit down when he needs to use the bathroom or sit down at all. Everything just seems horrible. But going back into why this show is so popular, it's mainly because of the animation. Now, I'm not saying the animation carries the story, but it definitely lifts up the hype. The animation goes with 3D and 2D animation styles. For the first 2 arcs, they use 3D animation mixed with the 2D animation, and from now, it seems like we're only going to be seeing the 2D animation. And I'm not complaining because the 2D animation is still going insane. Look at this. And in the first 2 arcs, they switch in between during the action scenes. From what I see with Chinese animation, they go crazy with their fights almost every time. The fights are tough with this, especially new Isol versus old Isol. This is probably also one of my favorite arcs, so I might be biased. Not only did the action scenes make this fight so good, but seeing Jia King crying while at the Lucky Cyan concert was such a good addition. The reason why this anime took off, besides the animation, is how crazy the first episode was. It's really set the bar for what I was expecting the rest of the series to go for. Basically, the main character of the first arc, Lin Ling, gets fired from his job and is considering taking himself away. The hero Nice comes down and beats him to it, while also emoting off the building. This was insane, but this isn't where it ends. The real reason is the end of the episode. What also makes Superhero X so cool is the show changes the main characters while going back in time. Currently the show is on the 4th arc, focusing on the hero Queen. I like how each arc shows the next hero while in the story. The way it moved to the 2nd arc about Isol was insane. Now from this point on, I'm just going to be talking about spoilers, so if you're not caught up on Superhero X, this is your time to exit. How he killed Moon, and it just transitioned to his arc with no more info what happened after that. I just have to apologize to Superhero X because they ended up delivering a great shock for the series. I don't think this is even close to the end of surprises we're getting with this show. With the first arc focusing on Lin Ling, also Nice, I was really excited to see the rest of the heroes. And when we finally get to that Isol, well, the new Isol, the story of how this guy transformed into this hero, basically being a legacy hero, but not how it usually works in comics. The new Isol, seeing this character turn from this person that just wants to be with someone he is in love with to do a character change was so unexpected. I think the characters that have a big switch from the usual selves will always make for a good story. Lucky Cyan going from a foster home to a cult home and then having to escape to become the hero she is now, great. And the story they're doing with Queen right now seems like it's going to be interesting and showing us a lot more heroes I want to see. While watching To Be Hero X, I've learned to not get attached to any character in this series, because at any point they might get smoked. And so far that's happened in the first 2 arcs, but I can definitely say whatever happens in To Be Hero X from now on, I am going to be excited for.